Hi, Jean. Thank you so much for agreeing to do this interview. It's really nice to get a chat with you in person after getting to know you on the internet.
Oh, thanks. I've never been a beauty spokesperson before.
I think most people in the group have never been beauty spokespeople. It's not really our typical customer profile. So could we start by telling us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. I live in upstate New York. I'm closer to Canada than I am to New York City, really. And I was a professional librarian. I'm retired now. And I am married 33 years to the same guy,
Wow.
right? And we have a son who's in his early 30s. He got his PhD actually a couple of years ago.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, and we're very proud of him. And he's going to marry next fall. And the reason that that's really important is that I get if there's some product that I can't use, I pass it on to my future daughter-in-law.
Aww. Does she like it so far?
So far, yeah, she's really looking forward to that peat.
Oh, yeah. Everybody keeps talking about that peat.
Everyone's looking forward to the peat.
Yeah. So how did you learn about Sabbatical Beauty?
It's all Joanne Hasten's fault. I think you already interviewed her. I don't know if she said anything about me, but it's all her fault. You know, we had this election last fall, and it was very disturbing to me, and to many people. And I think I was probably whining to her on Facebook about it. She lives in another state than I do, and I don't. We've only actually met in real life maybe once or twice.
Yeah.
But we're Facebook friends. You know how that goes. And I think I was probably whining about Trump one day, and she was saying, "Oh, you should maybe do some self-care or something like that." So she said, yeah, there's this really great company, and the best thing is they have samples. And I said, well, okay, what do you recommend? And so camel milk was my gateway drug to Sabbatical Beauty. Started with that, and then that seemed to be really good, and I got along with that okay. So it was sort of my radicalism coming out. I had to do something that was going to be making myself feel better after the election. So I actually did two things. One was I made I made a lot of donations to the ACLU and to various groups like that, but also I decided I was going to do more for myself.
Good.
So
yeah.
One of the things I did was commit to volunteering at the Rescue Mission Thrifty Shopper in my area. And I'm like the queen of bric-a-brac there now. I go like probably 10, 12 hours a week, and I arrange the bric-a-brac. And the bric-a-brac is, it's stuff like figurines and glassware and china and pet products and, candles and vases and you name it, I've probably arranged it. So I do that, and it makes me very happy to be not only arranging things so that they will be able to sell them, but also interacting with the clients. And, you meet everybody that comes into a thrift shop like that. I have a lot of refugees that don't speak English. I made myself a name tag that is in 6 different languages, including Arabic. I have a lot of Arabic customers that come in, and, I try to really welcome everybody the way that I would like to be welcomed. So I did that. I decided to commit to a lot of volunteer work, and I decided to commit to making myself feel a little bit better. So one of the things I did was get hooked into Sabbatical Beauty. The problem with Joanne is I knew her because she makes a lot of jewelry. I don't know if you can see it.
She makes really pretty things.
She makes really pretty things, and so I had bought a number of items of jewelry from her in the past. And the problem with her is that she's fickle. She would like this camel for a while, and then she'd say, well, I like camel, but you really got to get onto this donkey milk stuff. So then I would have to pick up some donkey milk, and then you came out with those boxes, those subscription boxes. Well, there was no looking back. that. And so the thing is, it turns out that I have very, very dry skin. I'm in my mid 60s. And, the only thing that's saving me from Central New York winters is that winter is coming stuff that you do.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, so she has different skin than I do. And what was great about the subscription boxes is we would, both get them on the same day, try everything immediately. And then stuff that she couldn't use because it was, too drying on her skin, or stuff that I couldn't use, we would just fill up the boxes again with the stuff that we couldn't use and ship them off to each other.
That's awesome.
It was my Sabbatical Beauty buddy. And it was just so much fun to get on Facebook and say, well, so do you like this? No, I don't really, doesn't do anything for me. Well, ship it to me. Because I really like the snail. And so I wanted the snail from her in the worst way. So she finally coughed it up and sent it to me.
Awesome. Yeah, she told me about you when you first joined the group, and she's like, you gotta hang out with Jean. She hates Trump as much as you do.
Yeah, well, it was a big shock, when he won, and it was
depressing.
So then you started on the group, you started talking about beauty as a radicalism, and I thought, well, I'd never thought of that before, but it's been really helpful, I think, to me, the two things, the volunteerism and then using the products. Although I have to say, I'm not religious about the routine as many are. I'm not fickle so much, but I try everything, and then I'm down to I thought I was down to a few products, but I had to make a list, and it turns out I'm using more than I thought.
Yeah, I mean, I think once you get into a routine and then you settle in and then you realize what works for you. I actually don't use all the new things myself. I try it, but then I use the same things because I know what works for my skin and I like it. So
yeah,
the secret.
That's the secret. And they do, you say they last a long time. They really do.
Yeah, because you don't need a lot of it.
You don't need a lot of it. And it's true what somebody else said in the interviews too, that, the more you use of it, the less you have to use of it. Your skin seems to, I don't know, it seems to just soak up whatever it needed from the products.
Yeah, it just got better.
Yeah, definitely.
Like before, I would say that I used to have super, super sensitive skin. And now, my skin's fine. I can, try different things. And it's not going to be like, oh, God, what did you do to me? So,
yeah, right. Yeah.
So can you tell us about results that you've seen with Sabbatical Beauty?
Well, like I said, we have really bad winters here in the Great White North, and it's very drying to my skin. And I've always had a problem trying to keep my skin moisturized. And I've tried everything, and it's until really I got a hold of the winter is coming stuff, and that with the snow, and I sort of alternate between those two things. And I love snow. I just love snow so much. Thank you for making it. It's just the greatest, and I love the scent of it. I love the scent of winter is coming too. But with winter is coming, you sort of really have to commit to it because it's so, it's so oily or moisturizing or whatever the heck it is. But it works so great. I just use it at night, of course, in the same snow.
Yeah.
So I think that those two things really saved my skin last winter for sure. And the other thing is that just, I think just normally I like to use that aloe and oat stuff and the cleanser stuff. I like to use that a lot. And I think that that's really just helped me. I've never been I don't wear any makeup. I'm not a girly girl, anybody that's, really spent a lot of money and time on anything cosmetic-y or anything. So
that's me.
Yeah.
Skincare company.
So
I still don't wear makeup.
Yeah, I know you said that in a group the other day, and I thought, oh, that's interesting. I'm surprised about that. And I'd never heard of Korean beauty before. I mean, I don't follow anything like that. So like I could say, it's all Joanne Hasten's fault that
Oh,
here we are.
Joanne.
Yeah, here's some more points.
So could you tell me, like, so what would be your desert island sabbatical beauty product?
Oh, I knew you were going to ask that question because I saw you asking it and some of the other people. Oh, there's your dog. I love that dog of yours.
Yeah, it's him. That's Cooper. Just like Joanne's dog's also named Cooper.
That's the best dog, seriously. I used to have a golden retriever, so I really am a dog lover. But right now I have cats, so no dogs. But anyway, the desert island thing. The first thought I had was, which one has the most sake in it? That would be the one. And then I thought, well, maybe anything with milk, because it would have a nutritional value. If I'm on a desert island, I need to eat something. So and then I realized, oh, she's not really asking that. So I don't know. I suppose it would have to be one of the milk things anyway, probably either camel or donkey. The thing with donkey is you can smell like a cake when you wear it, and I usually like smelling like a cake. And if I put some of that pumpkin spice latte in there, you smell like a Cinnabon. I love that.
Oh my God. That's a good point. Your face smells like a Cinnabon. Like,
yeah, it totally does. I love that. But I'd probably pick the I don't know, maybe the camel milk. I just so desperately need a moisturizer and all that salt water around the around the
island. Yeah.
Cool.
So, could you tell us about your experience with the Sabbatical Beauty Facebook group and how does it help enhance your enjoyment of the products?
Well, in the Facebook group, I'm sort of living vicariously because there's so many interesting women on that group. And there's probably some really interesting men on there too that are kind of lurking. I don't know, but yeah.
Yeah, there's one Shaman who the beard oil is named after.
Oh yeah, is that right? Oh,
yep. Mm-hmm. He's a Jewish studies professor in Canada.
Well, there's probably others on there too that you guys should come out and let us talk to you.
Yeah.
But anyways, I in the group is where I learn things because I don't know a whole lot about beauty in general, and so a lot of people know a lot more than I do. So it's interesting to see what people say and what they say will work. Mm-hmm. And that's also where I found out that my rose and honey, which of course I love that scent, the rose and honey, but it's just so sticky. So in there, somebody said, oh no, you mix it with a little bit of camel milk and then you're good to go. So once I realized that, that's what I do all the time. So I live vicariously through you guys and get a lot of tips from you. Yeah. And I try to keep up my end as class clown, add a little bit of levity. You don't really do things that make you look like that much of a class clown. You contribute a lot of useful things. Oh, good. Okay. All right. Well, just wait. I'm in stealth mode, maybe still.
Okay. All right. I'm waiting.
All right.
So, last question. So, if you had somebody who was on the fence about making their first purchase, what advice would you give to them?
Well, I'd probably give them a sample of something too, because, once you use your sample up, you've got the little container still. Mm-hmm. And so I've given lots of samples away to people like, the woman that cuts my hair and, other people. I've given them samples of things so they can just try it. But I'd probably do that. And then I'd just, tell them to get on the group and see, what kind of advice they can get on there. But for my age group, the big thing is the moisturizers.
Oh yeah.
So good, and then now you got me addicted to that cabin fever stuff.
Oh, it's so good. I was thinking about you today using it as a shampoo and I'm like,
oh my gosh, I know. You haven't tried that yet? You must. Oh yeah, look at this. I mean, come on.
You look pretty. I was like, that's a really good idea because it's actually not that much difference in like what's in a shampoo versus in the body wash. And the reason why it works so well for you, I'm guessing, is because the problem with shampoo is just like most body washes is that they're very high pH. And so it disrupts your skin's natural acidic pH, and your hair is actually acidic as well. And so cabin fever is actually the same pH as your skin and your hair. So that's why it works well.
Yeah, I have like, the really coarse hair, and it gets very flyaway in the winter, and it's all full of staticky. I mostly have to keep it in a ponytail or something. But I've only used it. I thought, well, why don't I just try it and see what harm can it do? But I was really shocked how well it really worked. And so I don't know if you've got coarse a retired lady here. And see, and it makes a great bubble bath. I mean, it's like, it's like the Dr. Bronner of your line. I mean, I don't know, it works. I'm not going to be cleaning my appliances with it, but it really is really nice stuff, and I'm surprised how much I really like that.
Yeah, that's a really stealth product, because it's like people, when they buy it, then they actually really, really love it, and then they keep buying it, but then like nobody else thinks about it.
Right, and my bestie Joanne, she didn't think that she would like it, and I said, oh, trust me. And so I took my bottle of it and filled up, one of your beauty water sample bottles or something, and shipped it off to Joanne, and now I think she's going to be submitting an order soon if she hasn't already. She really likes it. So I don't know. It's a little secret thing, I don't know. Do you make that in a sample size?
No, I don't make it in a sample size. That's probably why people don't get it. I actually made it for my husband.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's how I formulated it, because like he hates personal care products. He doesn't want to use anything. So I was like, okay, I'll make you something. I'll make you a body wash. So I made him that.
It's really very difficult.
Stuff, like just cheap drugstore stuff, but sometimes he uses it.
Yeah, no, it's really good.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Anyway, it's been really nice chatting with you. And thanks so much for taking the time to do an interview with us.
Oh, thanks a lot.
Yeah, and so I'll see you on Facebook, and have a happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, you too. I got to get back to my pies.
Oh, what you making?
Just finished the apple pie before you called, and about to put in the pumpkin pie. So
nice.
Yeah, should be good.
And your son, right? You have a son?
Yeah, we have
back for Thanksgiving.
He's coming tomorrow. Yeah, he'll be.
Oh, nice. With his fiance, and then they're going to enjoy pie. Nice.
Yeah, there you go.
You should show her the pumpkin spice latte smell.
I should, but I think I gave her. Didn't it show up it showed up in the October box?
Yeah.
Yeah, I gave her my extra one.
So she knows what it smells like already.
Yeah. No, she likes it. Like I said, she really likes snail too, and like I said, she's really interested whenever Pete is coming.
Cool. She should be in the group if she's not already.
Yeah, I'm not sure she is. I'll remind her.
Yeah, sounds good. Thanks so much again, Jean. Nice talking to you. Right, bye.
Thanksgiving.